Welcome to the Money Manifestation Mastery podcast with your host, Lara Waldman, where we talk all things money. Big money, big purpose, big power. Waking up your wealth for heart-centered business owners and entrepreneurs. In today's episode, we are talking about the connection to your desires and your destiny. Find out how your deepest desires are connected to your soul-aligned destiny, who you are and who you came here to be. I want to show you how you can unlock your desires in a safe way so you can powerfully and effectively create in your business, your finances, and your life. Let's dive in. So this week, I have been filled with desire, this deep, powerful hunger. This is a very intense and powerful space to be in, and I would like to share with you how desire is connected to unlocking your destiny and how the two work together. When I was younger, I had a lot of desire, particularly in my early teens. But at that point in my life, I didn't know how to hold that desire. I didn't know how to work with it consciously and mindfully, and it became very self-destructive. I was very promiscuous. I had a lot of what I would call unhealthy, disempowered sexual experiences. I took a lot of drugs. I drank too much. I was very hedonistic. So my desire at that point in my life was quite self-destructive. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it created a lot of excitement temporarily, but it also created hurt and harm towards myself. And not long after that, I shut my desire down. I shut down my sexual energy. I shut down my life force energy, and I started to turn in on myself. And it would be many, many, many years later that I'd learn how to work with this energy of desire consciously and mindfully in a way that is a life-giving energy rather than a self-sabotaging experience. After I shut my desire down, shut my life force energy down, I started going into the spiritual realms. I started connecting to my soul and all of this incredible energetic wisdom. And this felt healthy and full of love and unity and the right way to be. And as you know, I've been on that journey for a very, very long time. And then through the work of Money Manifestation Mastery, which is really about waking up your power to create and co-creating with yourself and the universe, I started to understand the connection between desire and destiny. Or you could say what it is you truly long for, call it the longing in your loins and your soul-aligned destiny. And here we're talking about a journey through the chakras, a journey through your energetic body, a journey through the body, coming home to yourself, where we connect your deepest desires with your greatest destiny. And if you're into the chakras, what we're talking about is the crown chakra bridging with the base chakra, that all parts of you are open and integrated and flowing with life. Now, most people are not in that state, and I definitely wasn't for the majority of my life. Mostly I've been shut down, disconnected, self-protecting, and it's taken me a very, very long time to figure this out. And I will say it's a journey, it's a process, and it continues to be. But what I'm really passionate about is how to create safety when it comes to going for what you want. How to create safety when it comes to unlocking your deepest desires. Because many people have desires, but they don't know how to bring those desires out into life in a safe way. in a healthy way. So a lot of people are hiding their desires in shame and pain, or many people have shut off from their desires altogether because it's just too painful. I completely shut down from my desires, and I didn't even realize I was doing that. And I remember thinking when I was an adult, thinking, where did that wild child go? Where did that passionate, fiery, fun wild child go? Where is she? And I had this sense that this part of myself was locked away somewhere deep inside. I was protecting her. And then I've really been on a journey of reclaiming that part of myself, bringing that part of myself back into life. But I had to figure out how to do it in a safe way, which meant including my sensitivity, my vulnerability, as well as holding my power. And what I didn't know then was really how to hold power, how to hold life force energy, how to work with it in a healthy, mindful way. So this is what I really wanted to talk with you about today, how to create safety for you to unlock your deepest desires, help you understand the link between your desires and your destiny. It's your soul and your body, the crown chakra and the base chakra, and how they are interconnected. And ideally what we want to get to is a place of connection between your lower centers and your higher centers, between your human and your soul. This is a process I call integrated wealth. So your deepest desires is like buried treasure. It is an aspect of yourself that lives deep inside of you. And it's usually from the waist down, around the pelvic area and the pelvic floor. This is your buried treasure. This is your gold within. And this desire deep inside of you is life force energy. It's power. It is creative energy. And it has a consciousness. And this part of you longs to live. It longs to be realized. It longs to come alive into life through your body, through your business, into your bank account. It wants to merge with life. It's exceptionally powerful, incredibly sexy, very attractive and magnetic. And yet, mostly what we see is the suppression of this energy, the suppression of desire, and what that creates. Because when you shut off from your desire, that energy needs to go somewhere. And for a lot of people, especially really big-hearted, more spiritually minded people, tend to turn that energy in against themselves. This is definitely what I did, in forms of self-sabotage, as a way to suppress this energy. So there's lots of ways that can manifest itself, but it could be overeating, it could be over drinking, it could be scrolling down social media, it could be getting hyperfixated in any area of life. There's lots of ways that that shows up. And of course, there's business and money and relationships, and the suppression of your desire actually creates blocks to manifesting. This was such a big surprise to me when I first started understanding this and learning this. My higher self, my inner guidance was showing me how this worked. And I was understanding the connection between life force energy, sexual energy, and manifesting and money. And I was very confused. I didn't understand it. And now I understand it. And now I also know how to create safety around this. But it's important that we go slow. We go slow and steady and one step at a time, because this part of you is so powerful, but it's also incredibly sensitive. And it may have experienced shaming from others or shaming from yourself towards yourself. And we have to build safety around this part of you so you can emerge into life, but slowly, steadily, sustainably. And so this is part of the mastery of learning to hold these parts, meet these parts, and figure out how to bring them into life one step at a time. As you're pulling back the blocks and barriers to your deepest desires, to what you want, to what you long for, you're going to be coming up against a lot of levels and layers of shame, of pain, of story, of beliefs, of trauma, of past experiences that are like the rubble around it. And this is part of the healing journey, part of the transformational journey, and part of the journey of evolution. And it's why it's so important to slow down to speed up, because as you're unlocking who you truly are and revealing who you truly are first to yourself, you're also going to be hit up against a lot of old patterns of protection, past experience, beliefs, etc. So one step forward, sometimes two steps back, as you're alchemizing the pain of the past through the power of the present, and getting to know this powerful version of yourself. Now, when it comes to your destiny, what we want to do is bridge the desire into your destiny, which is the lower centers into the higher centers, or the body, the human, the animal part of you, with your soul. And this gives your desire direction and purpose and focus, because suppressed desire can keep us doing all sorts of shadowy things. And it's fine, but it doesn't necessarily move your life forward. It can keep you spinning and stuck. What we want to do is bring this energy to life so you can start manifesting, you can start creating and start building with it consciously and mindfully. And so you're bridging the desire with the heart, you're bridging the desire with the soul, and you're bridging it in terms of who you are and who you came here to be. So the destiny is kind of like your North Star, your guiding light. And then the groundwork is unlocking all the ways that you shut down and suppressed yourself, one step at a time. So I use my soul-aligned version of myself to be my guide and mentor to help me create safety when it comes to my desire, which is power. And there's been so much historical hurt and harm. There's so much distortion when it comes to power, when it comes to money, when it comes to sexual energy. And this body of work and this conversation is all about how do we work with those energies consciously and mindfully in a way that's soul aligned, in a way that's heart aligned. And this is my passion, because there is so much data and evidence that these energies can be very destructive. And it is my passion to flip the script on it, starting with you, your beautiful body, your beautiful business, your beautiful bank account, so you can do things differently. And essentially, we're working towards self-leadership, how you show up. And unlocking that desire can be this incredible fuel, incredible fire, incredible inspiration to keep you going as well. So if you're struggling with low energy, it will be connected to the shutdown or suppression of your desire, of your power, of your life force energy. So this is a deep, juicy, rich conversation. This is just the beginning. But I want to seed plant with you the power of unlocking your deepest desires, which is, what do you want? And connecting to your destiny. Who are you? Why are you here? What do you want to create? What do you want to experience? And ultimately, I believe we're here to come fully alive in who we truly are. Be the tree you came here to be, that fully realized version of yourself. And we've got work to do. There's healing work to do. There's changes to be made. And although in the moment it can be very painful and frustrating and hard at times, we need to think long term. This is why the soul aligned, or that destiny part of you, will be your true north to keep going. Do the hard work now. Do the groundwork now for your future. I promise you, it will all be worth it. And if you would like any help with this, bridging the gap between your desire and your destiny, unlocking the blocks and barriers to you being fully realized, for you coming alive in who you truly are, so you can create powerfully and effectively in your business, in your finances, and your life, I'd love to invite you to book in a wealth expansion session with me. This is my one-to-one online Zoom session. It is currently a free conversation, powerful deep dive, and it would be my greatest honor and pleasure to support you with this. I want to help you to feel safe to wake up these parts of yourself so you can bust through and create those results that you long for. And come over to my website, larawaldman.com, where you can check out all our resources. We've got an upcoming Live in London event, Living Abundance Live in London. We've got monthly masterminding sessions, Leaders of London, if you can get to London. We've got my online masterclass coming up. We have the Wealth Retreat, which is my online event, a range of free and low cost events and opportunities for you to be very well supported in this work. Thank you so much for joining us today. It has been my absolute pleasure to share today's conversation around desire and your destiny. And I look forward to being with you again next time.